Lesbian. Lesbian.
Lesbian. Y'all, it's so... Sorry, I was trying to hold in my cough and I couldn't. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Songbirds Tavern. My name is Spiri Baxi. I'm very tired. We are going to do a single round of Pyre. I might get pulled away. One of my roommates, Lizard, needs me to help her with something for her channel. So when she's ready, because she's currently eating dinner, once she's ready, I'm going to go ahead and run over there to help her out. But we are going to jump into Pyre. We have quite a bit to get into. I need to pause my music. Thank you, Skyrim, for keeping us on track. Let's head over to the big screen because I love y'all. Anyways, I'm going to fish really fast. Apologies. Let me bring y'all just a little bit closer. You find yourself back in the Blackwire, following the practice rites. Time appears to have stood still while you were there. The cairn of JODARIEL, in the words of Luce Lorraine, 100 Minds, the scholar. How ironic that the shattered remnants of the Bone Titan, Shaq's 6 shoulders, which once stood vigilant over the archway into flagging hands, remain now as a foreboding, as when that horrid monster still possessed unnatural life. After little JODARIEL dispatched the Bone Titan, in a feat of ingenuity, Shaq's pieces fell into the valley floor, forming a set of standing zones which JODARIEL marked. Further traces of the Titan's glacial blood coagulated into perfect frozen drops, which still shimmer in the darkness. 6 shoulders seems to be reanimating when the stars above him dance a certain way. Paint the sigil then, in the shining light. I'm not gonna give you a cookie for doing what you're supposed to do.
The Tempers. In the words of JODARIEL, the Swallow the Accursed. Mer, the Horned One, formed the Tempers upon his own ideals. Ingrained in this triumvirate are basic truths about the dual roles of strength and gentleness. The Horned One, he has a dualistic nature for as long as he and I have considered each a friend. The stories I am told about Mer's youth describe no one I know. All of us are capable of more. I was once an imp that could not write. Mer was once a man who could not think. The Tempers were once ordinary folk. Now they rise to greatness, always striving, never overreaching. They are not like Mer himself.
Rude, Agamir.
Rather, they are what Mer wished he could be.
I know I'm supposed to speak to somebody. Where's Gay?
Gay.
Gay seems to be in a happy mood, though she always seems to be around JODARIEL, who is listening to her with patience. You know, I'm gonna actually quickly mute fishing, because I'm getting distracted by the fish. Also, Gizmo, you liked that. I'm not gonna give you a cookie because you did what you're supposed to do. You like that? Like, fully, I have told a kid that today. It was very funny.
So I would just look within the swallow caps each daybreak for a morning dew to drink, and once in a while I would find maybe a stream to drink from too. Though I would get very thirsty sometimes too. I tried drinking G-sap once. It wasn't very good. Really, it was very, very bad, I guess.
She seems to be discussing exactly how she managed to survive in the downside all alone for so long. JODARIEL watches her intently all the while.
Food. Well, food was harder to find usually because, this is a little embarrassing, but I never tried to harm a living thing, you know, because it makes me very sad. But sometimes it is the way of things. I understand. I do. And so I would eat as often as needed to, and tried a lot of different things to see if they were good. Most of them weren't, though. But I got by. I learned to get by. I already knew how, a little bit, because back home where I came from, there I had to get by. There too. Here, well, it's harder.
But it wasn't that much harder, really, in a way. Jodariel remains silent for some time as Gay trails off. Then, she embraces Gay and holds her there gently. Gay lets out a breath, but says nothing either, for a while. Listen, Gay reminds me so much of my daughter Shell. It's striking. Gay, may I ask a question of you? Me? Of course. What question is it? How old are you? Do you know? Oh, this is my daughter. This is just my daughter. Just my daughter. This is just my daughter. Well, my daughter's a little older now. Goth. There's a goth in the chat, everybody. Oh, I am 19 years old. That is how old I think I am, I think. Truly. Then you have seen a lot in not a lot of time. Know that what you've achieved, it is a feat. I've known seasoned soldiers who could not have lived through the experiences you have described. Oh, really? Wow, thank you so much. Well, I mean, yeah, my daughter is also a goth mommy. She's got kids in another universe. You seldom see Gay look so joyful at this moment. As for Jodariel, you could count on one hand the number of times you've seen a smile play on her lips. You leave them to their conversation. Jodariel, I love you. If I could, I would date you. But I cannot because you are not real. Also, hi Perky, don't think that I didn't see you. I see you sneaking in. Oh my goodness, I showed your picture to one of my coworkers and she thinks you're cute. I mean, I also think you're cute. I think you're really cute. But, hi. Where are we going? We're going down here. Fuck yeah. You soar near the border of the Sandfolds. Exiles cast downriver wash up on the southern edges of the downside in an unlivable waste. Where your companions first found you in the downside long ago. There's nothing for you there, and you wish to never see it again. Well, you see, my coworker is currently taken. But I can let her know that when I see her next. Like, I just faintly heard Murdoch's, and I'm like, the fuck? Do I go for Jodariel or do I go for the Lone Minstrel? Jodariel, Lone Minstrel. Jodariel, the Lone Minstrel. Jodariel, Lone Minstrel. Alright, I'm gonna roll a dice. Evens, Jodariel. Odds, the Lone Minstrel. We'll do a 2 out of 3. Okay, this first one fell off my table. Why are you falling off my tables? Okay, that's a 9, so odd. Even. Even. All right, we are going to go to Blooming Pool. Ooh, hold on, I get to speak to somebody. Jodariel. 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 Listen, one of you guys doesn't have to be bachelor. I'll flirt with you, Perky. Jodariel has seemed more reserved than ever since her confrontation with Ignarius in the Tempers. Nonetheless, she addresses you. Tell me something ruder. Back where you came from. I promise you all, I didn't know that this was going to be a little bit of a romance session. I apologize in advance. I'm gonna quickly go brush my hair to where I can flirt with Jodariel, because this is my, hold on, wait a second. There's something in particular I need for her. I think it's over here. Yes. Okay. Perfect. We're just going to let that stay there. Did you have someone whom you considered close? Are you asking Jodariel if they've seen me? Listen, I love SpongeBob. SpongeBob's great. Or are you asking Perky if he's seen me in person? Because Perky's met me, and so has Neo. I mean, Neo's my brother, so of course he's met me. I stayed at his house. Joma. I'm going to bed. I'm going to fucking bed. I'm going the fuck to sleep. I can't believe I fucking got hit by a Chomama joke in the year 2025. Where are you? Where's your ass? Get your ass in there. Fuck you. Like, it doesn't help because Joe is the shortened version of Jodariel. Asshole. Fucking getting me. How could you? Jodariel is asking about your past personal life. Stay there with someone. However brief the memory of that relationship is something you will always bear. Yours was a solitary life in the Commonwealth. Your friends are in greater number here. This is the downside. Your past is not important anymore, nor worth mentioning. There was someone. You mentioned briefly to Jodariel about a past relationship. That meant something to you. She shows no reaction to the details, but you can tell that she's listening. I see. I had someone as well. It is something which did not end well, but there were times. She shrugs off. We had our times. She looks up at you then. That Ignorius. He is a base fool. We have not a thing in common save a set of horns. Yet here I am, drawing comparisons with how I felt at times back in the Commonwealth, while speaking to you of him. I'm a little old to be having such thoughts, reader, especially in a place such as this. Thank you for your time. Do not reveal this to the others. It is a trifling matter, and not to be of anyone's concern, especially not mine. Jodariel, I would kiss you if I could. I would go up to you and I would give you a big old mwah. Honestly, I would... Permission to get a little deep with y'all really quick? Like a little personal? Just a little bit, just not too deep, not like 19 inches of venom, but like a nice finger or so. I would really like to kiss somebody, like dead ass. I'd like to kiss someone. You know, with consent, of course. Like, go up to them and give a kiss. It has been so long since I've had physical affection from another person that is for romantic reasons. And I'm not speaking as Spiri, like, I'm speaking as Spiri, but not like Spiri, like the person behind Spiri. Like, I would like to get a little smooch. I've been trying to go on Tinder and go on dates, but it just doesn't work. People fucking suck. Anyways, tell her that I care for her. You admit? Not without some degree of difficulty that you have grown to care for her yourself. You understand full well how Ignarius must feel. You knew from the first that you had never met someone like her. But you could never have surmised the degree to which this had turned out to be true. Jodariel says nothing at first. Brave of you to say. Such flattery. How brave of you to say. In turn, and as this conversation demonstrates, I have come to value your kinship. We shall have to draw a boundary there, for a variety of reasons. No! I know I am not being delicate, but you and I both understand, I think, how feelings operate. Please, forgive me mine. I care for you, and I'm grateful that you care for me. Jodario, what? She departs with a nod. You sense her mood grown darker for the moment. Not because of anything that you said, but because of how she knows she made you feel. Jodario! It's okay, we're gonna go for a range. You accompany Jodariel as she scours the sweeping plains of Blooming Pool. She never speaks and remains focused on the task until at last something catches her eye. Look here. Such life seldom takes root here in this habitat. She hands you the fresh plucked specimen for safekeeping. Prism nettle. 93. Ooh. Thanks, girly paw. Damn, we're gonna have so much to sell to Ron. Dude, I fucking love Ron. Here in the lonesome lands of the Downside Prairie, you encounter a messenger come to deliver news and rumors of the other side. Hedwyn. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solia. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He's since made contact with Fulford's agents and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp's custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn word for word and says, "Keep going. I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for this relation, for relaying this information. Soon, your companions are all abuzz about it. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. A glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us. Well done, Hedwyn, my boy. I knew you could do it. Tiso is happy to hear that Hedwyn is back in the Commonwealth. He did it. May that boy's spirit infect the lot of ye as would a plague. The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with a newfound resolve. You gain 1+ hope. Ron. 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 Oh, hey, guys. Oh, hey there, warrior. You just missed some other customers, and I sold them some of my best stuff. Not better than the stuff I sell to you, but if you run into some guys with good stuff, you know where they got it. Ooh. Ooh, a flame leech. Thank you, Neo. Wait, I can get these two now. What? I don't know. Okay. Actually, we're gonna sell this one for Sir Gilman. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe. Okay, because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. Well, then I got things that I need to read. You'll excuse me, it's my favorite song. Should I sing the Vagrant song for y'all? I kind of want to. There's not many things that I can sing in this game, but this one I can. Okay, okay. No need to tell me twice. I love this song. Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine, there lies a laden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh, 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 oh. Place where blood scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place, the tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. Oh, 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 oh. And then it kind of repeats. I love the Vagrant song. It is, I have listened to this so many times. Downside dining. Excuse me. In the words of Yo Man Moneymane, the Alpha Chief, how to sustain oneself with food and drink in such a place like this? The less said of it, the better. Do not complain, observe, and above all, keep moving. Sources of substance and sustenance avail themselves to those of the keener sense. In warmer climates, search the ground at break of day for subterraneans. In colder places, dig for them. Give them purpose. Drinking pools are rare, but moisture in abundance outside the sandfalls. So is poisonous. Take only what you need. The downside limits any opportunity for excess, but it provides enough amenities to meet the needs of life. One who withstands it cannot help but feel a great sense of gratitude. Oh, are we just going to the next page? Oh. Downside's diseases, in the words of Yomir Merrymane, the Alpha Chief. Ailments of the downside often give no warning when they strike. Those who keep moving and make no attempt to settle, they reduce their risks. The afflictions come in multiple varieties. In the bogs of flagging hands, power tends to sink into the skin and then into the mind. The nauseating seed of Solis, north if there, is difficult for some to tolerate. Very hot or very cold environs bring their own specific side effects. My coat is not as lustrous now. My fangs are long. Like all aspects of the downside, all of these ailments share a purpose. To test your body, mind, and spirit. They only appear to harm. Accept them, surpass them, move on. Foraged findings, in the words of Yomir Merrymane, the Alpha Chief. There's a simple pleasure to be found in foraging about this place. Easy for a cur to say, of course. Though barren looking to the naked eye, the downside has its share of semi-hidden treasures waiting to be found. It was a nose for treasure, after all, which drew us here. Certain artifacts found in the place would fetch a reasonable sum in soul, whether because they shine with an inner light or due to other special properties. I have observed that stardust freshly fallen from the heavens sometimes glimmers in the afternoon. I have not found a use for it as of yet, although because it brings me faith, perhaps I have. Indeed.
Well, hello there.
Oh, you are not having a good time. Oh, no, you are not. All right. You know, we are about to have an ad, so I am actually going to go ahead and get us into that ad. I will take a quick break. Let's go ahead and do that ad to where we can immediately jump. we're just gonna turn off that music right there. All right, I'm so excited for this, right? Excuse me while I move my microphone over here, because I get really fucking heated during pyre matches, and I will start slamming on my desk. Sorry. My fucking thing. No, get back here. The mood is more dour than usual as you make preparations for the coming ride. A hush has fallen over your fellow exiles, and a sense of dread hangs in the air. At least one of your companions is unfazed. Oh, we sense the influence of one of our own. She is nearby, her mind corrupted, calls out, screaming. Canst thou hear it, perhaps? She speaks of Witch Udmilde, the adversary whom you expect to face this night. The witch, she doth revere an ancient god undying and unyielding on this land and on her conscience. We may attempt an exorcism here, for the conditions are unique, and she may not be expecting us to be abetting ye. However, 'tis a risk upon her mind and mine own, although a worthwhile risk, perhaps. Bertrand seems to think that Udmilde can be weakened somehow through the coming rite. Then the stars above begin to shimmer with their strange light. God, they have such good theme music. There, the star of Yislatch. Our adversary worships it, and whom it represents. Fixate upon the star, Reader One. If thou so darest invoke its power, do so. And our adversary Udmilde, we shall be emboldened, but also left vulnerable to our own sorceries. We may yet limit her ambitions thus. Bertrand asks you to invoke the Star of Yislatch in this rite. I shall consider it. That's right, it's Islak.
Lord Gandalf.
You know what? We're not gonna make this harder. We're just doing this with Islak. Hi, Bestie. Bestie, say hi to me.
Good evening there.
Hi.
Exiles of the Night Winds.
You're fucking right.
The 8 scribes summon you to the Ridge of Gaul.
Really?
Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the withdrawn.
Really?
Extinguish now their pyre, and glory shall be yours.
You fucking bet, Bestie.
Prepare yourselves.
We're prepared. I'm sorry that they keep escaping from your balls.
And what have we here? Ye have returned once more unto our presence. We sense something among ye. Who?
Bertrand slithers forward and gazes at her adversary.
Met. We should have known.
But Bertrand does not respond.
Nightwings. That one shall be of little benefit to me. That one's sorceries are a mere pittance to the overwhelming might of Yislatch. Soon you shall see.
Reading on. Thou invoketh the star of Yislatch. So then beware, though our sorcery shall Udmilde be cast into a hopeless doubt about her faith upon her god. It shall be done if we prevail, but only if. Our own mind shall perhaps be forfeit otherwise. So what I'm hearing is I'm going to win. Oh, fuck. It seems though at the outcome. I sent out reminders. You're good. We are just getting into the pyre match. You are at the perfect time, homie. We have been doing exposition and talking to JODARIEL. You are perfectly fine. We are actually just now starting the pyre. You're all good. Everything's fine, homie. It seems though that the outcome of this rite, either Milte shall be permanently weakened, or Bertrude shall instead.
Who shall it be this time?
Fun fact, I'm actually about to bring in my boy. Yeah, JODARIEL rejected us. She said no.
JODARIEL, the choice is cast.
A fearsome adversary is a worthy one. Let us stand tall. Now then, Nightwings, ye wish to mock ye slack. Ye and your infinite foolishness shall be among the first to suffer. We said that we cared for her because she was talking about Ignarius. And then she said that as much as she cares for me, we have to have a boundary. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of an old lady. It's my favorite thing.
Commence.
Get it, JODARIEL.
Does your adversary's flame begin to flicker?
Thank you.
Oh, you poor thing.
Fuck.
Ferocity unbridled.
Fuck.
Barely a mark against that flame.
We're still at 3.
Sorry, Wolf.
Fuck.
Banished. Exactly by the book.
Thank you, Pamitha.
Your pyre cannot take much more of that.
Ah.
Banished each in turn. All of the withdrawn, gone. Audacious, aren't we? Why, that was all of them. Cannot be gone. women is banished. Pamathar threw it in.
I need to get Volfred to do it.
Someone grasp the orb. Too bad. Jodariel doused the adversary's
I
flame.
love Jodariel!
Mercy of black, let us be the vessel of thy will and thought these heathen fools.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores. Ouch. There goes the
Come on, Volfred.
such display.
I want to try and get Volfred to do it. Well, thank you.
Careless. Disaster.
They have the Yusla. So
The orb. A weak attempt, and yet it hit the mark.
what?
Now go on, just once more.
I think they were having a little bit of an issue.
All for naught. And it is done.
They had a little bit of an issue.
The Nightwings prevail yet again. May their
Prevail
next
on the right using
adversaries fare
Jodariel
a
and
little better.
Pamatha. Thank you. That was so easy.
The
I-
ceremony.
I had to try with him. How can this be? How can this be? Isaac, answer us. Isaac. Richard Miltay continues screaming, having been defeated in the right. You observe Bertrude there, fixated in a meditative pose. Miltay. My God has not abandoned me, because thy God is dead. Thy God is dead, pray to him all thou likest, yet it shall do thee no good. As Bertrude recedes into the shadows, Udmilte slumps down, staring at nothing before her. This cannot be. Answer us. Answer us. Udmilte has suffered -5 hope permanently.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
And Jodariel is max. The rites would have me think that I have nothing left to learn. Whether that be a falsehood or a contradiction, I am yet uncertain. Nonetheless, I shall press on, for the limits of my mastery have always exceeded my grasp, and I expect that they always shall. Gay has the cutie patootie.
Praise be to Solium. Even a traitor harp like Pamathar can learn something.
Jodariel said, I'm Max, bud. You can put someone else in. And I say no, because I love you. Like, oh, I'll do practice right with Gay. How about that? I can show you a practice right with her. I won't win. I'll just show you it. And do you promise to be good? Because I'll let you out of the jar. You're right, Pamitha is enlightened. Good a time as any to say thanks for having me along this strange little journey of yours, reader darling. No, I'm actually saying gay. Like, her name is G-A-E. Gay. That's her name. You're correct. It is 100% correct to think that I'm saying gay because her name is gay. You promise you won't hit me with it? Okay. The next time you hit me with it, I'm putting you back in the jar. Oh, hold on a second. My sister just sent me something. One moment. My sister! There we go. No, yeah, you can change your name like 20 different things. I love my sister. Yeah, my sister sent me a llama. Yeah, looking. Ooh, okay. Oh, here we go.
Fred always was a little slow to pick things up.
Fuck you. It's been a while since my last outings in the rides. Begging for your continued patience as I recollect the way.
Tis the wisdom of old 100 Minds.
Good morning. Pyre goes great.
Until the next round.
Food Tree Man, we hate you. So, how was that for you, Jody darling? Fuck you! She's my wife! I suppose the outcome was acceptable. I'll take that as a compliment. And reader, thank you for your guidance as ever. I miss my wife. No! No! She's my wife! After you secured victory over the Withdrawn, in spite of almost having lost, there is little time for you to rest as yet. The night beckons and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one. It's already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coldness of the season now presents us another chance. He gets out straight away, and you follow in turn. Hold on, wait a second. Because we have 15 minutes before the next ad, want a break from the ads? Listen, I guess JODARIEL has 2 bird wives. I guess. I will give you the chastity. If he's there, I will take you. Stream, but do you want me to actually lose followers? Because that's how I'll lose followers. Indeed, among the remaining stars, you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. The path to freedom is laid bare before you. Want a break from the content? That's what I'll call it. Is want a break for the content. Still am. God damn it. Guess who we're going against? It's boy time! Oh, God. Hold on. I'm putting this up for a vote for 1 minute. I said I would do 1 pyre. It is 1 minute. Do it. I'm gonna get us there. Already are the Nightwings summoned back to Mount Alodiel. Hold on. No, you can't. I mean, I guess you could. Fuck, I don't know. Picture the rides as a wheel broken free from a black wagon. It is turning uncontrollably and soon shall reach a sudden stop. We should have several chances left for someone to go free. Either us or else our adversaries, but not both. What is at stake each time is further complicated now, I must admit, knowing we have so few opportunities remaining. Okay, so because Sirigo Take a Nap has redeemed, I will get us to the chastity. To where the next time that we go into a rite, it is a liberation rite. I don't think it was an auto clicker. It was manual clicking. It was Egg who even went against it. What's their plan? Our plan's at 54. They look back upon their exile with fondness. Though returning the Commonwealth is not inherently a mercy, I don't think. Moreover, there's also those among us whom we count on to prevail in the rights. Okay, how about Friday? Are you working Friday? So Friday, I will, when I stream, because I don't know if I'm playing D&D tomorrow on Friday, but I will let the fellow players and the DM know that you have a right. And if at any point in that D&D game you say, if we're playing D&D, it'll be afterwards. I will. You know that the right happens whenever you are able to. You redeem the right, and you are able to watch. We need them on the Nightwings just as much as we need them in the Commonwealth. You have a right. We cannot simply grow our numbers here, given the circumstances. And so, who stays, who goes, these choices affect us all. No pressure there, my girl. Now, I don't know about you, but I shall go and take my leave for now. Let's set forth again at daybreak. Hello, my girl. Tizo and I were just reminiscing on old times. Tizo is happy to have Wilfred back among the Nightwings again. Thank you, Tizo. I'm happy to be among the Nightwings as well. Though you understand why we were forced to be apart for so long now, don't you? Enjoy your comp. Tizo indicates that he understands full well. I trust Tariq has provided some good company and a song during the intervening time. Tizo confirms that he did enjoy traveling along the Lone Minstrel for some time. And there he is, right on cue. Something I can do for you, Wilfred, sir. Wilfred laughs warmly at this. No, Tariq, we are well enough for now. Tizo and I, we were just remembering the time when we first met, the three of us. Tizo was rather apprehensive then, as I recall. He was merely being circumspect, I'm sure. Tizo has the sharpest instincts of us all. The bite he gave to you, sir. It left a permanent impression, did it not? It did indeed. I consider it a mark of friendship. May it stay with me all my days. It is a good reminder that, despite the challenges we faced together in the past, my time among the Nightwings has been extraordinary. Likewise, I can say the same, sir. Tizo shares the sentiment as well. Wilfred turns to you. I should apologize, my girl. Here we are talking of a history you do not share. Believe me when I say we are skipping over many of the bad parts. What I mean is, it isn't my intention to exclude you as we wax nostalgic. The Nightwings that you know, we are a strange assortment, are we not? Those of us who share some kinship from the past. I fucking hit the button! So please, why don't you join us for a bit? Together, you, Wolford, Zizo, and the Lone Minstrel talk a while about the times gone by. The three of them are pleased to be back in one another's company again, having grown close through shared experiences in the past. Just the same, they've welcomed you into the group. In spite of the hardships you have faced, some of these idle moments that you share together may one day form memories that you will think back on with fondness. Soon the conversation winds down, though it lifted all your spirits for a while. All right. Where's the bitch? I have a tree bitch to find. You make a landing upon Mount Allodiel, where Volpert pulls you aside while the others complete the post-flight inspection. He puffs at his pipe before speaking up. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. That means that I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom in the eyes of the 8 scribes. Know, however, that it is not my wish to go just yet. It is true I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Nightwings are on a surer footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know. I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is to not contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of us, yourself included, shall find our freedom. If not soon, then by when all of this is over. Having completed the post-flight inspection, you and Sir Gilman visit the monument of Golgothian, here in Emperor's Fall. It seems that this knight's test of honor is just beginning to begin. He is to understand the stars themselves are vanishing. Impossible, he says. For how can there be such a thing as order in this world if the stars themselves are wont to leave this world behind? Soon he is finished paying his respects. You turn to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Golgothian has shown you favor. You shall soon ascend the mountains, though there is now time to pursue your vocation. Sir Gilman has gained +2 hope for the next rite. I need to check something. Yeah, of course I know that Jodariel's fully enlightened. Okay, you're enlightened enough. Hamatha's enlightened enough. Izo, okay. The person that I want to send out is enlightened enough. So I can go ahead and do the global bonus. Your deepening knowledge of the Book of Rites is not nearly enough. Aspects of it still elude you, though greater understanding comes to the reader's influence. Glory. What have you come to understand of the book? Can you recite its pages yet by heart? Have you internalized its teachings? In its lack of limits, you experience yours. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gained the reader's influence. Righteousness. The Nightwings all gain +1 glory. I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know. What does this mean for Jodariel? No, Jodariel is not leaving me. You know what we might? I need to raise up some Tizo. On way to the mountaintop, you pass by the monument of Under King Ores, and Tizo happens to take notice.
You saw great-grandfather. I said hello, old friend. I hope you're all right among the stars. You must know why the stars are fading out. None of us do. And some of us, I think, are beginning to feel afraid. Please grant us the courage to press on.
Soon he is finished paying his respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that the Under King Ores has shown him favor. Tino gains +3 glory! Tino, what the fuck? Hi, Celeste. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone, where stands the Gate Guardian. Greetings to you, Celeste. I see the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The Gate Guardian laughs at this, softly for some reason. And you, Tariq, do you accept their will as well? But the lone minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you, come forth and state what it is that you seek while crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, the Nightwings declare themselves. You all pass through as before. When Wolfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. I see you wear the raiments once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. While I do not know exactly why, I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now and believes his triumvirate to be the true Nightwings. A splinter? I remember well the contemporary whom you mean. Then the Nightwings stand divided. Yes, and so I wear the raiments once again, in case that it may help to right this wrong. For I am Wolfred Sandalwood, and I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She continues Wolfred's words for a moment. I see. Then move along. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Celeste. What is it, Tariq? Here, I will ask. I'm gonna ask for the people in ads because they can't hear me. But if they want me to wait, I will wait. Hold on, wait a second. Would you like a break from the ads? West. Fuck off, Tariq. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm cool with it. You know what that means? Y'all get fucking Miku Chug Jug while I quickly go take a break. Thank you, Miku. I swear, I have no idea how it keeps happening. What is it, Tariq? The will of the scribes. Long way have both followed it. I think you would agree. In equal measure, it has drawn us close as separated us. Oh, hold on. Are we about to get some Tariq? Oh, my boy has his eyes open? Hold on. Tariq has his eyes open. God, I love Tariq. These two remind me so much of D&D characters that it's painful. I need to like pull my mic closer for this one. Like, you know, I didn't even play the game first, and then I'm just seeing all of these fucking signals. I can't look at two colors and then not see these two. But if their aim now is to keep us apart for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. You blaspheme, Tariq, and at the gate no less. But the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. Then may the scribes themselves admonish me. Until tomorrow night, Celeste. Listen, the sun and moon symbolism goes fucking hard. Wait, for Thursday night, who is the sun and who... Well, okay, never mind, that makes sense. Harlan's the sun, Sinette's the moon. She literally has moonbeams in her skin. Oh, I need to get water before I do this bitch's voice. Having reached the peak of Mount Alodiel again, you see the vastness of the downside all around you. It leaves you deep in thought regarding which of your companions ought to go free this night, as Hedwyn did the shut up, Neo! Oh, Wolford always needs to talk to me. He wanted to be tiny. He wanted to be small. Look how fast he is. Wolford looks up at you as you approach and smiles. I never thought that I would say such things, my girl, but it is good to wear the raiments and the rights once more. The march of time does have a way of healing certain hurts. Besides, the Nightwings of today, they are a very different beast than the triumvirate which took me almost a decade ago. Ours was a triumvirate of exactly 3. Well, 4, with Chiso, who proved to be an exception. Though historically, the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. I've mentioned my predecessor, Brighton, and my former companions, Erisa and Orlek. My man is down here because he couldn't. You're correct. He couldn't shut the fuck up. Perhaps naively, I had hoped my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we now attempt. But seeing as our stories are now intertwined, do let me know if there is more you wish to learn of them. Brighton. You inquire about Brighton, who you understand was liberated prior when Wolford first joined the Nightwings. I never met Brighton in person, but I know him rather well by now. Though, for that matter, my girl. So do you? He studies your reaction for a moment, then. Brighton was born wealthy, but not special otherwise. You would have no reason to have heard of him. He was exiled for negligent misconduct. I do not know exactly why and do not care for spreading rumors. I first heard of him through Erisa and Orlek, who found me in a suitable replacement following his liberation. They spoke little of him, or gave the impression that they did not see eye to eye, but he assured me that I would hear from him myself. Indeed, as I became its custom.
No! Brian?
Accustomed to the book, which you know so well by now, I soon began to hear the voice. Opeth looks at you, and as if to see you're taking his meaning. You see, my girl, after Brighton's liberation, he assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth, and a new responsibility to the triumvirate which liberated him. That voice you hear from time to time, whensoever the stars align, it is. He is no longer Brighton. He is now none other than Archjustice Androvel's the fucking that bitch himself. The Grand Judge? The one who caused all this problem? The ninth. Homeboy, you were here and you sent people here? The liberated exiles retain certain burdens to their old triumvirates. They have much to thank them for, not just their freedom, but their exalted status in the Commonwealth. The theocratic rulers of the Commonwealth, they do not wear masks and raiment simply for the sake of ceremony. They are not who they appear to be. Their public paths are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they were once exiles too. Brighton, that voice, he has no love for either of us by now. He knows full well what we attempt to do. Yet, he is bound by the traditions of the rites. He shall always stand on ceremony and complain, but I think he knows, deep down, that he is powerless. How ironic that one of such high status in the Commonwealth should be so frightened of some long-forgotten exile such as we. Anyway, that's Brighton for you. He must have seen the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. That's a path that you'd want to pursue. I should apologize. Now then, whom else should we talk about? Arisa. Why did she... You asked about Arisa, who you understand betrayed Orlac at the moment of his liberation, but then perished in the Shimmer Pool. I'm afraid you know the brunt of it, my girl. But I suppose you ought to know something of Arisa's past, lest you be quick to judge her solely by her actions. Mind you, I would never make excuses for the terrible choice that she ultimately made, but her life, I understand, was very difficult. Arisa had been exiled for the foulest of acts. You could see it plainly branded on her face. Such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. She was an apprentice blacksmith in her youth, taking up the post left by her brother. He had fallen in battle on the Blood Border, despite wielding their father's own lance and armor. Her father never quite recovered from this, and had grown cruel and detached. It was Arisa who took the brunt of his fury. He expected the impossible of her. One day, it was all too much for her, and so when next he lashed out at her, she struck back. And struck it back again and again and again. When they came from her, her father was gone, and she was not herself. She was promptly cast in the downside for the crime, where her hatred for the Commonwealth only grew. Arisa was always intense in her demeanor, haunted by her father's memory. More than that, her chief motive for wanting her freedom back, in hindsight, was not a healthy one. She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the hiring remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defenses of the Commonwealth and forever end our feud. What she ultimately did to Orlac, it was an act of pure and thoughtless desperation. I do not think that it was simply evil, nor do I think it was personal. I often wondered, though, if she, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, if she understood what she had done and the depths of which she had fallen. For years, I must admit, I hated her. But now, my only hope is that she found a peace untenable during her relatively short life in the downside and the Commonwealth. Furthermore, I hope the life of Arisa offers some perspective yet to those of us who have not made the same mistakes. Now then, was there something else? Or like, what was he like when you and him first became acquainted? Fulfred remained silent for some time. I was very, very sick, you know, when I first landed in the downside. The long trip down the river must have been a little much for me. It was Orlek who found me. I could not have known my capacity to read before he revived me. He was a physician, intolerant of the sight of suffering of any kind. Not just any physician, mind you, a gifted, highly decorated one. He served on the front. Back then, skirmishes erupted frequently, and those, such as Orlek, had to deal with many casualties on either side. In time, he said he grew repulsed by what he saw. It sowed in his heart a yearning to end all the bloodshed, so he tried to use his status to negotiate a treaty with the High Wing remnants. Must have gone how you'd expect. He was given direct orders to return to the front, but when he refused to soil his hands again, they cast him to the downside. Here he gained the notice of the Nightwings, and before long he grew to be one of the finest rites conductors anyone had ever seen. He was instrumental in the liberation of his companions, whose roles in the triumvirate were later filled by Arisa and me. In time, Orlek's own opportunity for freedom had come up. He longed for it, so that, with his exalted status, he might stand a better chance for negotiating peace. However, on the evening of his liberation rite, well, you know the story from that point. Wolfred breathes a heavy sigh. He and I were kindred spirits for a while. I could not bear to think that he was gone, and now I still cannot entirely believe that he's back. He is our adversary now, transformed, grown cold. Still, a part of me is happy that he lives. Make no mistake, of course, I shall not be swayed against our plan. Not by Orlek or anyone. As I have said before, we have a higher calling now. As for Orlek, he wants his freedom still. Although I wonder if he still remembers why. Anyway, was there something else? No, I need to go be a tree. You bid Wolfred good afternoon and leave him with his memories. My pleasure, reader. Reflecting on the past from time to time helps demonstrate how far we've come, yet how much farther we have yet to go. Okay. So hey guys. So like, I don't know what's going on up there with all them stars all acting real weird and stuff. Let me tell you something here. You ain't never gonna find a better deal on all this stuff from anybody. I mean anybody in the downside. You can trust me when I tell you that, okay? So go ahead, stock up. You guys didn't see nothing, huh? Sorry, Ron. Not this time. Wait a second, Ron! Something else you guys needed there? Or something? Oh, wait a minute. That flame leech looks spicy. I kind of want to grab that. Thanks, Ron. That's how you get a repeat dad, cause that's how you get a repeat dad. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. See? Sphere's always gonna get my back. I could go read what I unlocked, however. Once more, you've gained the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free. But first, you shall have to prevail against the chastity and the liberation rite. Reader, your companions are gathered there, under the fall. They shall be counting on you. Indeed. As the cycle of the rites turns ever faster, so too is our plan set in motion. My agents in the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of a stir out there, and word has reached high places that the rites are ending. This is our chance. But let us not despair, should victory elude us here. We shall make the most out of whatever scribe shall have an order for us. That is to say, good luck, my girl. It's time. Bestie, you bitch! I am not having any. Not today. Not this one. Where are you, bitch? Oh my god, I just realized that it opens and closes like it's an eye. Hold up.
Once more, the Nightwings gain the summit of the sacred Mount Aladiel to conduct the liberation rite. Even as the stars themselves abandon you.
Will you abandon me?
Good upon these final opportunities.
Ryan, will you abandon
This
me?
glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch. I trust the chastity your adversaries shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free, should they unfortunately fail.
I'll detonate the fucking narrator. The fire's burn and each of the chambermates is present and prepared. I concur. The fire's burn and each of the chambermates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the chastity, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. I will, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to move down to where, you know what, we're not gonna actually move down. We're gonna shrink. I'm gonna be all the way over here, okay? I'm tiny right now, to where you guys can see word for word what he says. Small. Madly flourishes onto the ground and grasps his masks in his spindly fingers. You know what? I don't do this often. Where is it? I'm removing chat for a little bit. Just to where you guys can see Manly in all of his glory. I know. Silenced. Warmest salutations to you all upon this blessed eve. I am H. Manly Tinderstaff, and I must say that I am very moved to be a part of these proceedings. It shall be my humblest of privileges to return quite soon, I hope, unto the Commonwealth. I know the H in my name stands for Hot Boy.